Fala aí rapaziada, como é que vocês estão? Eu espero de coração que todos vocês estejam bem. E meus amigos, estamos começando mais um vídeo no canal. Já vai deixando aquele like que sempre ajuda muito na divulgação do vídeo. E se inscrevam no canal ativando o sininho. E amigos, esse vídeo de hoje vai ser especificamente e completo sobre os 5 vezes Classic Olympia Cbum. E algumas recentes declarações muito da horas que ele deu em seu canal no YouTube, falando sobre sua mentalidade atual para o Mr. Olympia desse ano. Desde já a gente avisa vocês, rapaziada, o Cbum disse que está extremamente confiante e avisou que em 2024 será o seu auge físico como atleta. Antes de falar um pouco mais sobre essas declarações dele, vamos entender um pouco o contexto do Cbum para esse Mr. Olympia. O Cbum no ano passado foi campeão do Olympia pela 5ª vez seguida, na vitória aí mais apertada da sua carreira, onde o Ramon deu uma pressão nele e o Cbum já tinha sofrido com lesões naquele Olympia também, tendo rasgado a dorsal semanas antes do show, e mesmo assim ele ganhou. Com todas essas adversidades, muita gente achava que o Cbum se aposentaria, mas pelo contrário, Cbum disse que continuaria competindo, anunciou que sua esposa estava grávida, sua filha nasceu e mesmo com a sua filha, ele falou que iria competir no seu auge no Mr. Olympia desse ano. Diferentemente aí de anos anteriores, esse ano nós vimos o Cbum começando a preparação para o Mr. Olympia no começo do ano e progredindo no off-season a cada semana. E hoje ele tá gigantesco e ainda faltam aí quase 20 semanas para o Olympia. Tudo isso eram sinais que o Cbum queria apresentar sua melhor versão da vida do Olympia desse ano, mas agora ele confirmou tudo isso em recente vídeo para o seu canal.
No novo vídeo para o seu canal no YouTube, o Cbum comentou que fará mais 4 semanas de off-season e depois 16 semanas de pré-contest, e destacou que está muito bem fisicamente e psicologicamente também. Ele também disse que não tem mais medo do Olympia, dizendo que já ganhou 5 vezes e tem o direito de estar tranquilo e confiante para mais um Olympia na carreira. Ele disse que em 2024 ele pretende alcançar o seu auge máximo como atleta, o melhor shape da sua vida, e quer que as pessoas lembrem de 2024 como seu auge máximo como atleta, mesmo com ele tendo que dividir o seu lado Olympia com o seu lado pai de primeira viagem. Inclusive, ele citou que a sua filha vem lhe motivando bastante, porque ele quer dar orgulho para ela quando ela olhar para trás e ver que mesmo com ele cuidando dela recém-nascida, ele conseguiu ganhar o Olympia. Rapaziada, o Cbum vem com sangue nos olhos no Olympia este ano, nós só dizemos isso. E se já era difícil tirar o título do homem em anos anteriores, imaginem agora com essas declarações dele. Agora, confiram só os trechos em som ambiente do que ele falou legendado em português e não deixem de comentar as suas opiniões sobre isso.
Alright, so I figured I'd give a little bit of an update on what's going on with bodybuilding and prep and whatnot, especially since you spent some time with Hani and Ian in training, and it's peak off season, and prep is supposed to really start in July. That's going to be about 16 weeks out. We're like 20 or so weeks out right now, so it's rolling and it's getting close. It's grind time to get huge and get ready for prep. So my mind's been in a bit of a different place this year. Obviously, I have a child, so it kind of puts lots of different things into perspective. And I was kind of there regardless, where, you know, I feel like I was thinking recently about when you're doing hard shit or doing anything in your life, you earn the right to not feel scared over time. That's something that's always stuck in my mind, because when you start something you feel really scared and you're scared to start it. A lot of people don't start at all, but that's just being a beginner. That's just like payment for entry, essentially. And then now I've done it for 10 years. I've won 5 Olympias, and now I'm at the point where like I don't really get that same fear, because I know what I'm capable of and I know I can do it. So it's almost like a completely new experience now, where I've earned the right to not feel scared over time. The fact that it's earned and not given is the most important part, because it makes it that much more meaningful. And I think it's just one of those things where I get to enjoy almost a whole new experience this year, competing, to just show up and be my best and take in every single moment leading up to it and have this perspective of actual self-belief, because for a while I didn't really believe in myself. I had to kind of earn that as well over time. Thinking about this the other day, and it was how I find more meaning. I've found out that I find more meaning in driving progress towards my goal than the actual goal itself. And I really felt like that stuck home in me understanding that when I thought about being a dad, because I've always wanted to be a dad my entire life. But being a dad isn't the goal. It's showing up every day as the best dad that you can be. That is the goal that leads to happiness. It's not the pursuit of happiness. It's the reason to be happy and the reason to keep going. And I think competing for me for a while, it was just seeking Mr. Olympia and trying to win. But I realized that if you took all the joy I've gotten from competing in my entire life, I have way more joy in the progress that I drive towards that goal rather than when I actually achieve that goal. And I think that's a really important lesson that I had to learn, in understanding that there's nothing that you will achieve or accomplish that's going to lead to your infinite happiness. It's about showing up every single day and driving progress towards what your goals are. And right now mine's being the best dad I can be, showing up every day like that. And the side note is being the best Mr. Olympia I can be. This year is, I feel like, going to be the most pressure I put on myself to show up at my absolute best. And this is I want this to be like peak Chris. I want people to look back and be like, 2024 was Chris's peak. When people talk about 2013 Phil Heath, 2008 Dexter Jackson, 2007 Victor Martinez, just a lot of these guys' years, I want this to be my year. And I think it would be really meaningful for me to have this be the year of my first year being a dad. Another thing that drives me forward with competing is hoping that Bradley can look back and be proud of her dad, of what he was able to accomplish while raising her as a little bit of baby. But I was changing your diapers and you were screaming throughout the day and night when I won this Olympia, and she'd be like, damn dad, good for you. Or she'll be like, why are you wearing underwear on stage and all tan like that? That looks weird. Either way, it'll be a cool story to tell. So I'm looking forward to it. Full steam ahead. I got about